Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Caveman to Cosmos with me, Alpha Pi Omega and Byzantium. So the turn is 3685, year 1224 BC, and we are one turn away from plumbing. But you're probably asking how the war is going. Well, we are preparing to siege the city of Babylon and raze it to the ground, as we did with many other cities in this war. That has actually brought us so much good that I am having a hard time explaining it. You can see that Dorewao now is at population 8, Adi is at population 8, Laodicea Advicum is at population 8, and we have a prepared citizen in Atalaya as well to join the city. We can do that right now, but he's gonna join next turn, putting it at 8 as well. And apart from that, we are now transporting 7 captive citizens into the city of Constantinople, where they are going to wait for us to build a new city and them joining it. Now, we will hold a vote about that later on in this episode, so I'm looking forward to hearing from you. But already the options are pretty, understandable. A port city here, a port city here, a border city here, or I guess we could try to build a city here, because we are planning to raise or conquer Thapsus, so having a city here and here, well, that would also make sense, but, I'll think about it more as we progress. So as far as Babylon goes, we can now start the siege. Where are my siege weapons? Here they are. So, you guys go. Okay, we reduced the defenses to 70. That wasn't all that good. Okay, you reduced it to 63. I have a feeling we might not have enough here. Okay, you reduced it to 50. We should still have more. Yeah, we got you here. Okay, you reduced it to 36, but I think that might have been our last ram. Do we have any more anywhere? Nope, we don't. Okay, well that was much harder than with the previous city, unfortunately. How are we gonna deal with that? Well, we have to start building more rams. So, city of Constantinople, finish the Amber Gatherer, and then build me some more rams. 4, 5, 6. Let's say 6 of those. And by the way, Constantinople for some reason gained access to many new buildings, which is amazing. Not gonna lie, but I'm kind of surprised that these things... probably something popped up, or we started importing something. I'm not entirely sure, but ton and ton of things available there now. Okay, and you can join the city now. The city of Atalaya. Can't you? Ah, okay, you can't, so you will do that next turn. But yeah, now we need to start the assault on the city. They actually got the Javelineer units there. And we don't really have much of a chance here, do we? Oh, wow. Throwing city. Surround the enemy. That is not great. Well, I guess we have to sacrifice the elephants here, because we need to destroy those units. Okay, what's happening? Okay, we died. That was to be expected, but I guess the animation stopped there. Okay, the Javelineers lost a bit of their strength. Okay, those are Elephant Riders. Okay, the Stomps can attack. Okay, but they are down to 8.6 in strength, which for us means that it ought to be an easier picking. Yep, 66%, so Southern Patrols go. I guess no animations for us this time. Okay, did we win? Nope, we didn't. Well, 32.92. Come on, Skull Hunters. Damn, okay. But those 2 units, 3 units, 4 units that are defending the city are almost dead. So it should start getting really easy now. 30%, what about... You guys are hurt. Japanese are still not here, so let's... Okay, that's not great. Not great. Okay, you get 14%. Okay, let's send the elephants in. Yeah, our army is exhausted. We lost most of the good units, so now we are effectively hurting here. Yeah, but the chances are increasing. So sooner or later we will overwhelm them. And who said that cities will fall easily? Never besieged one. Caveman game. Okay, but their defenses are just faltering. Okay, the Blacktails can now win this 99%. Okay, our first victory. The Elephant Riders 98%. Sorry about the animations, I don't know what's happening over there. Okay, and you can remove the... It's probably the last unit, isn't it? Nope, there's still one. Arsons of Constantinople. Oh, we have people on the inside. So let's send the D-Riders. Okay, and we get the city. So no, burn, baby burn. We pillaged 170 from the city of the Babylon, and we learned some of the secrets of Kazin, 4,842 research points, and gained additional 5 citizens, or captive citizens, and Babylon lost another 47. So Kazalu is going to be next. Actually, I have to send you guys in there. And you guys are going to be transported to Constantinople as well. Okay, so we managed to siege the city. Most of these units are now arrested, so we can send them to Kazalu and siege the city. They got a lot of Javelineers there and some composite bowmen, but these are just regular units, not battalions. So with a bit of luck and a bit of determination, sieging and destroying that city should be also possible, which is going to be my next goal. We are bleeding money left and right, but I think we might be able to do that. Do we have some extra units? No. Okay, well, once you're done with the Ember Gatherers, you're gonna build the battering rams. Those are going to be important. And then we will have to get some more units for you. Okay, so you are going to slowly advance towards that city. There is a lot to pillage here, so we're gonna work on that. Destroy the seed camp. Anything else? Just the path. We don't pillage the paths because we can use those as well. Okay, it's just the path. Okay, you as a big stack can actually move together. Here is the deer rider. They can move back south as we transported the dead citizen. And now it's end the turn and hear it for plumbing. So the war is going great. This was, I think, the 5th city that we raised. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 6 city that we raised of Babylon. They are, they're down to about half strength. I don't know what we started with, but 363 is so low that I don't think they will ever have the ability to threaten us in any meaningful way anymore. But after we raise Kazalu, I think that they're just going to be gone completely. There will be a huge, border between us, which we are going to control culturally, and that should make sure that we stay safe. But border cities might be erected to ensure that, especially in this area. This is looking like a lush land.
The more they overthink the plumbing, the easier it is to stop up the drain.
Okay, so this gives us Department of Water, which gives us extra construction and gives water pipes in every city, which, if I'm not mistaken, lower the chance of flames by 10. And Plumber's Workshop actually gives us extra income. Good. So next is Folk Medicine. Folk Medicine. Where is it? We still moving forward? Nope, we aren't. Here it is. Folk Medicine. So this one is going to give us Medicine Man, Manic Speaker, Acupuncturist Shop. It requires Asian culture. Health Spa. Unit Reward. What? Replaces Mud Bath. We will Great Doctor, but this is really good. That is really good. And some culture. Then we're going to go with salt processing. I think there was mummification next, and then soap making, which is going to lower disease. After this war is over, we will need to do a huge review of all of our nation. I've been doing that, but the fact is that crime is rampant. Disease is also moving up pretty dramatically, so we need to make sure that we get that under control really soon. So, with that said, my units are now gonna move towards Kazalu. Or Kazalu. Oh, it's Kazalu. Okay. We're gonna move towards and around Kazalu, pillage the ground around it, and they're building more javeliniers. But I think we still have enough strength to take the city down, especially with these units being now rested. We're just gonna send them there. We have to make sure that they will be able, and after this one we are going to end it because our armies are exhausted. We've taken massive casualties during this as well, but on the other hand, it is paying off. If just with the captive civilians, because those are going to prop up at least 2 cities for us, if not 3. We have 5 here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here, so that's 12, and if we get another 5 from here, that's 2 full cities. By the way, you could build the Department of Water. Okay, so we are going to have to build that one really soon. Really soon. Shroud it. Okay, so see you in the next update. Turn 3699, year 1186 BC, and we are 1 turn away from Folk Medicine. Before we go there though, let's have an update on war, and then another update that I actually found about now when I loaded the game, because the game gives you a little interesting pop-ups when you load it, and I've been recording these in numerous sessions. Every time I have a 20 minutes I play a bit, and 20 minutes I play a bit. And I'm starting to take advantage of these because they inform you sometimes of interesting things. I'll explain later what the game told me. The war is going well. We have actually surrounded the last city that we want, the city of Kazalu. Is it Kazalu? Yes, it's Kazalu. We have it completely surrounded. They got 3 javelineers there and a composite bowman and a burglar. But that's not going to be enough to stop us. We already have a couple of battering rams. We have one here, another one coming here, then one here, and I think that might be it. Really? Did we build only 4? No, okay, there's another one here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and maybe we have another one somewhere here. 6. Okay, so we got 6 battering rams on the way. The last one is going to be there in 6 turns. So that's going to be the last update of this episode. After 6 turns, we're gonna launch an attack on the city and hopefully we can prevail. We've been pillaging the countryside as much as we can because it gives us quite a lot of extra income, and as I see, we can even get some workers. They've been trying to fix the situation for themselves unsuccessfully. We've even pillaged around Iratu. We've tried to pillage here, but they got some roaming units there, so I don't want to do it. I consider sieging and destroying that city as well, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna probably leave them be after this one because our military is exhausted and we need to start focusing a bit more on our own development. We have been struggling pretty much, and quite honestly, we've taken them down so much that they will not be able to get back up in a long time. This is... well, we'll see how that siege gonna go because I might want to go after one more city. The people from the city are now in Constantinople, or from the cities actually, from the numerous cities that we raised. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 captive civilians. If we wanted to, we could construct a worldview slavery, and does that one? We can sacrifice population to finish. Yeah, okay, so that would just allow us to sacrifice these people to finish. We could use them to hurry production as well, but we don't really need to do that. That is pretty much okay. They can stay there until we found the 2 new cities. First one we are going to vote on at the end of this episode because I'm interested in seeing what you guys would suggest. The second one will have to come in time because as you can see we're not doing all that hot on income. Anyway, what I wanted to show you is that Israel is willing to trade technology with us. Actually, and does that? If I hold CTRL... nope, it doesn't do anything. Anyway, we're having pretty good relations with Israel, so I think that we might want to work on that. I'm going to establish an embassy with them. They will accept that, which will give us extra 1 in relations, and they are willing to trade with us 3 technologies: mummification, board games, and folk medicine. Considering that we're gonna get folk medicine very soon, I'm interested in board games and mummification, so that we don't have to research those. If I ask what they want for this, they want leadworking and piracy. Now, piracy and leadworking are more valuable than mummification and board games, but again, you know, it doesn't matter. We get what we want and it will allow us to progress. So we are going to accept this. Actually, would you... yeah, they will give us llama as well. Cool. So we gained 2 technologies and llamas. So farewell.
Therefore, many of the Egyptians, keeping the bodies of their ancestors in fine chambers, can behold at a glance those who died before they themselves were born.
So mummification leads to chematism and archaeology, which is a technology hundreds of thousands of years in the future, but an interesting one. And it gives us ancient embalmer, which is going to lower disease in our cities. Burial tradition mummy, okay, with natron, it's gonna give us extra health, culture, and a bit of production and gold if we have natron. This one also gives us more gold with that. And if we were religious in the Egyptian religion, it would give us Temple of Ra.
A man can learn all of an opponent's weaknesses on that board.
Okay, so board games reveals toys and leads to ceremony, and it gives us gambling then. Unfortunately, that increases crime, but it gives a percentage bonus in income. In big cities, this can be beneficial in the long run because the 1% can pay for enough guards to suppress the crime. And Toy Carver gives us toys, extra income, culture, happiness, and unhealthiness. Though I don't know why unhealthiness. What's up with that? Obsoletes with plastics. Okay. Well, and leads to ceremony with heritage. And now we're gonna end the turn and get folk medicine, right? I believe so. Yep, that's it. So let's end the turn. 3 technologies in 1 turn, that is not bad in my book. It also gave us quite a lot of extra score, +2. You might want to check on the other people, and by other I mean Mali, Persia. Maybe they would trade something. Babylon is not gonna trade. We got like -17 with them right now from the war itself, plus all of the other modifiers. So that's not happening. And quite honestly, even if we have good relations with Israel, we need to take them down a bit. Because they're our main competitor now, so that's where we are going to send our assassins and thugs. The greatest civilization, Basil the Glorious. Who is that, guys? Who is that? Ben-Gurion the Great, Nebuchadnezzar the Fine, Mansa Musa the Mediocre, Kunham Bebe the Puny, Gilgamesh the Pathetic, Darius the Hopeless, and Sitting Bull the Forgotten.
The art of medicine consists in amusing the patient while nature cures the disease.
That's actually pretty good. Enables disease control too. Finally. This is something that we were waiting for so long. This means we need to remove or retrain the healers that we have. We're going to upgrade them or dismantle them and just get new ones. That's going to be a big thing for us right now. Constantinople is going to start spawning them. And other than that, it gives us health spa. Acupuncturist shop, we know that we need culture Asian for that, so we don't have that, and culture money now. So the next technology that we're going to go for is salt processing, which we are not going to see in this episode because the last update is going to be of us attacking the city. But after salt processing, we go to soap making. We get the board games, which we needed for ceremony, so we actually saved ourselves some work here. Then sericulture. Then what was this? Yeah, the ceremony, then priesthood, oratory. Oh wow, and then we're done with this. So we can then maybe go with dualism. Oh yes, because that would give us a town watchman, which is upgrade to the ones that we have, and we desperately need to get crime and disease under control. Divination, candle making, falconry, huh? Shinto, the gods, matriarchy, no matriarchy. Resurrection, gears, monotheism. Actually, gears I know are good. I think they give something. Oh, mining camp gets a bonus, yep. Veterinary medicine, patriarchy, karma, canonism, astrology, hydraulic mining, central heating, scriptures. Oh, mausoleum, -10%. Oh, that's good. And graveyard, -10%. That's amazing. That's gonna take down disease a huge notch. The linguistics, cloud patterns, monarchy, and then classical lifestyle. We are like 3/4 through the technology tree, on the way to the classical age. I think this would be... This is the ancient times, this would be the classical age, and then comes the medieval times. I'm looking forward to it because this is gonna be good Canal system, construction, city planning, geometry, mathematics. Yep, and it's gonna be neat. Okay, speaking of neat, what can you now build? Okay, gambling den, ancient embalmer. Okay, so we get access to that, which is gonna help with the disease. It's not very rampant, but toy carvers, and that's about it. I actually made a strategic decision that I don't even know. Oh, here it is. Patra will build the Department of Water because we were building tons and tons of things in Constantinople for the war effort, like battering rams and javelineers. So there really wasn't time to do much. But Constantinople is growing, which is amazing. 3 more places, and they will be able to start stockpiling specialists somewhere. Oh, actually 4. There's 1 extra here. Oh. Okay, so we can actually do that. I had no idea. I stole your precious little thing, didn't I? Yeah. Let's give them to the surrounding cities for now, because they can utilize those, but not Constantinople. Cool. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. 8 more citizens, so at 26 they are going to be fully developed. At that point they are just gonna stockpile specialists. And you know that these guys can give you quite a lot of things, like the scientists would give you extra sciencey stuff. You could get some doctors. Do we have any like people taking care of crime? Slaves, priests, artists. Don't we have anyone like... We have doctors, so why don't we have any like town watch or anything? Celebrity, we can get a celebrity, guys. Amazing. Anyway, that's all for this update. I'll keep sending the units where they need to be sent, and then we're gonna attack Kazalu. I'm hoping that those 6 rams will be enough to lower the defense of the city. Turn 3705, year 1179, and we are 10 turns away from salt processing. But we are 0 turns away from launching an attack on the city of Kazalu. Our units are all in place, so right now we are going to go ahead and break the walls. That's gonna be the first thing that we need to do. And after we're done with that, we are hopefully going to be able to raise the city, after which we are going to evaluate what kind of shape we are in and whether or not we want to go against the city of Elamtu and Iditu. But considering we're probably going to knock Babylon somewhere to around 320, I don't think we will, because our armies are already severely exhausted. We're having a hard time making this work, and we have an excess of prisoners in our capital, so getting too many more will just not yield us that much of a benefit. Anyway, let's start, because this is gonna be a long fight. Okay, so we managed to reduce the defenses of Kazalu to 101. Cool. Okay, now we reduced them to 95. Okay, this is looking like we might not have enough. 83. That is decent. We need to get below 60. So anything below 60 is amazing. Okay, this time we did nothing, it seems. Cool. Okay, 71. This is gonna be really close. And you retreated. Okay, so fingers crossed. Okay, we managed to get it down to 53, so we can launch the attack. But damn you, game, this is not a big thing. We don't have any... Nope, we don't have any more rams anywhere, so this is... Well, they still got a decent bonus. So, what do we have there? Composite bowman, 3 units of javelineers, and 1 burglar. So where are our strong units? We got... Okay, we got blacktails here. We have okay, chief's elephants here, which actually could defeat one of those units. We get a bunch of good axemen here, but they are all hurt from the bombardment from the city, so they're not gonna help. Then we got a lot of elephant riders here. We got a lot of elephant riders here. Nothing here, those are just for the encirclement. And then we got some javelineers here, which are not really good for this. And then we got 2 units of deer riders, which can actually help us quite a lot in this one. And a decent unit of javelineers, which for some reason don't want to attack the city. Okay, so let's start by the weak elephant riders, because those are a cannon fodder at this point, and we need to lower the strength of the city. Cool, so this is going to be another one with no animation. So let's see how we're going to deal with this. Okay. So I don't see us doing any damage there. It's not exactly great. Oh yeah, they got decent strength, 10 versus 16, so they could at least hurt them. Okay, well they're taking the strength down a tad. So let's hope that's gonna work in the long run. Caveman, we have to kill them. Poor elephants, we're throwing them into the slaughter like we don't even care. I mean, they're cheap and we don't really care, but yeah, okay, it's going down. The strength is definitely going down, so we're doing this right. But it's brutal. Oh, 8.3, yeah, it's actually looking pretty good. So let's throw in a couple more and then check if we can use the chief's elephants to defeat the enemy. Oh! Actually withdrawn from the fight with the javelineers. Okay. Yeah, we're starting to see a pretty decent thing here. So let's see. Where are the chief's elephants? 87%. Okay, that's looking like they could succeed. Come on. Nice! Okay, they did. So one of the javelineers are dead. We got you. You have a decent... Okay, the deer riders. We're gonna risk that. 12.6 versus 12.79. Let's hope they can do this. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Okay, they've withdrawn. We get another one here, which is 91% this time. Nice. Okay, so there's only 2 units left there. So how about the javelineers now? Okay, 99%. I think we got the city on its knees. Nice. Okay, so that's basically it. Do we have any... Okay, we get the blacktails here, 99.03. So go and take them down. Oh, and that was the last one. Cool. So we pillaged 227 gold from the city of Kazalu, and we got 5,212 no, not experience points, but research points towards Kazin. But no, we're gonna burn the city. And we have gained 6 of you. That is pretty good. So you guys are going back to the capital. And this army is not doing good. We all know that. So let us just go ahead and sign a peace treaty with Babylon. I think we have done them enough damage. Yeah, they're not happy with us. 25 points, you raised one of our cities. 3, you declared war on us. We declared war on you. You declared war on us. A first impression is lasting 1 -3. -1, the war is going badly for us. -8, this war spoils our relationship. And -1, you are polluting the ocean. War awareness 449. So this is 28 31, 32 for the minus 41 relationship. So let's see if we can ask them for peace treaty. What about the city of Elamtu? Would you accept this? No, you'd rather if I raise it? Doesn't really give us anything, huh? But you know, anyway, let's give them peace. Okay, it actually worked. Now we have relations of only minus 32. They could trade sausage with us for barley. Well, okay, let's do that. I don't have a problem with it. And that means that the war is over after many decades of fighting, raising 7 cities of Babylon and making them a secondary power. Our units can now come home and rest. And that means we'll have a ton of work to do on the economy. I actually have the... Where do we have the workers? Here they are. So we need to take them out. The workers will have to do a ton of stuff. I think there were many places damaged or destroyed. We actually found platinum ore here, which we could work on. In the meantime, we got... What's this? Sulfur? No, amber. We got prime timber here. We got a ton of extra territory available now here. So yeah, this is going to be massive. So we need to make sure that things are going fine. You are going to build a mine here? Yep. And you guys are now coming home. You guys are coming home. So let's get you into the home territory. All of you, including the ram. Because you deserve your rest. Including the elephants. Jesus, you nearly died there. But you've done good. You've done good, my troops. I am proud of you. You actually managed to raise a significant amount of enemy cities. I actually think we have killed more than half of their population, which is quite impressive, and they are left with 5 cities at this point. Hopefully they will learn a lesson from that. Which brings me to the end of the episode, but before we do that, I want to have the vote that you guys are expecting about the location of the next city. So there is a couple of options here. I'm gonna keep this off because it's kind of complicated. So we have the following options. We can have a city over here. That would be a port city in this little lagoon. We could actually build it right here on the papaya or south from it. The city would benefit from this nice little area, give us access to whales and shrimp and some murex, and it would be kind of cool. Or we can build it up here in the north, give it access to turquoise, and I think there is some mammoth. Yeah, mammoth. There's some coffee here, some pearls, some lobster even. Wait, is this what I think it is? There's a barbarian city formed there? Well, we'll see. So this would be the second location, either a port here or a port here. Or we can build a port. Actually, I think this location would be good, but we could also build it up here. But this location would be great. It would give us access to stone, some kangaroos, there's fish, crab, and lobster, and that would provide a nice decent buffer against these kind of starving settlements in the middle of the desert, so that they cannot threaten our territory. Last but not least, there is 2 more options. There can be a city down here in the south, basically enveloping slowly the city of Thapsus. I would build it somewhere south of Antioch, probably around here. We'll gain access to rubies, eventually to squash, because I think this area would be good. So that would give us access to rubies, resin, squash, and it would work as a possible buffer from the southern territories, and eventually we could advance a bit into the desert if we wanted to. Or the last option, which I think is going to be the least popular, would be a city on the other side of Thapsus, probably here, where we would try to push them culturally back. But I don't think that's a good idea now, considering the thing. So we might actually want to go ahead and settle. I was considering that we might actually settle in here, because this location is really good. There's some marble, we have lemons, there's murex here, bison and stuff like that. I was considering keeping the city, but that would mean a lot of unrest, a possible flip. So building a new Byzantium city here might be a good idea. So let me know what you think. I think that this would be a good place to go. Plus it would push the enemy culture away. It's about on the right spot. Cool. So that's all for this episode. In the next one, I'm actually going to start with some statistics, because there is a lot to read here. We have some top 5 cities, some statistics about our empire. So those things are also going to, be interesting. I'm going to read through them and show you as well. And then we are going to continue, because salt processing is the first thing that we're going to take. But, which reminds me, I wanted to check. I thought that Israel would trade us a technology. They would. They would trade us ceremony. They would trade us ceremony. And what do you want for this? Irrigation and sundial. You are crazy. I'm not gonna give you that. Blocks. Oh, well, okay, they ask for more, but they accept less. Cool.
Ritual and ceremony in their due times kept the world under the sky and the stars in their courses. It was astonishing what ritual and ceremony could do.
Nice. Okay, so this gives us a bridal shop, maze ceremony, marriage ceremony, and tea ceremony if we had... Actually, it doesn't require anything, just tea in the city vicinity. Cool, so we get another technology. This trading thing with Israel is actually pretty good, but that does not mean we're not going to send our units to plague them and cull them, because, we need to keep a close eye on our enemies, but a closer eye on our friends. Anyway, you guys, take care. I'll see you next time.